How do you react when you know that you are not allowed in some places in your own home? Do you think that is awkward? Do you know there are some places in India where Indians are not allowed? You will be surprised to know that even after 7 decades of independence, there are some places in India where Indians are not allowed to enter and treated as aliens. It may be little bit shocking, but yes, there are some places where our own Indians are not allowed. Before going forward, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe and click on the bell icon to get the latest videos without any fail. Also, don't forget to like and share the video. Through this video I am gonna share you about 10 places where Indians are not allowed in India. Please watch till the end, and make sure that you're never going to visit those places. The strange fact is that these places are owned by some Indian, but still only foreigners are allowed in these places and not the Indians. 10th one is Malana village in Himachal Pradesh. Malana is an ancient Indian village which was established by Alexander the Great in 326 BC. Some wounded soldiers of that time who stayed back here considered as ancestors by the people of this village. The villagers are also known by the name Touch Me Not because no one is allowed to touch their belongings. Even people are restricted from entering the boundaries of this village. The language of this village is Kanchi, which is considered to be sacred, and outsiders cannot use this language. Apart from this, the villagers do not allow outsiders to enter into their temples because the villagers consider outsiders as untouchables. A dam project called Malana Hydropower Station has resulted in integration of the village with the rest of the world, and the project is the only source of revenue receipt for the village. 9th one is North Sentinel Island, Andaman. This island is a part of Andaman Island, situated in the Bay of Bengal but has separated from the main island. North Sentinel Island is a small island surrounded with amazing sea beaches, dense forests and coral reefs. This island has separated not because of its geographic structures but due to Sentinelese tribes inhabiting the island, as they do not want any tourist or fishermen to enter in this island. Even in 2004, due to the occurrence of tsunami, the population of this tribe were adversely affected. Then also the tribes of Sentinels were able to protect themselves successfully, and they used to make arrow attacks on the Indian Coastal Guard's helicopters that used to come for estimation of the loss. 8th one is Shashila, Dasang. Reportedly, areas beyond Sizuma, example, Shashila and the mountain bases in Dasang Plain, do not qualify under the permit system. One requires Army and MHA permission. The best way to get that permission is widely known to be to acquire a foreign nationality and then pay the requisite fee, $4,000 for 8 people group including 4 Indians. The 7th one is Red Lollipop Hostel, Chennai. This particular hostel in Mandavali is reserved only for expats and not Indian citizens living in the country. If you log on to their website, they proudly claim that it is a one-of-a-kind hostel for first-time visitors in India. Admission by passport only. 6th one is Puducherry's foreigners only beaches. Just like in Goa, there are beaches in Puducherry where some beaches, shacks and restaurants are reserved exclusively for foreigners. There are many aspects of Goa and Pondicherry that are similar to each other. While there is a strong French influence in Pondicherry, the Portuguese have left their prominent marks on Goa, but we sure didn't expect this. Both being preferred locations by foreign tourists with their pristine beaches, Indians are not allowed on some of these beaches. 5th one is a certain lodge in Chennai. Given the pseudonym of Highlands, a certain hotel in Chennai only serves customers who possess a foreign passport. According to a story on Deccan Herald, an apparent no Indian policy is quite strictly enforced in the hotel, whereby only Indians in possession of a foreign passport may stay. 4th one is Russian colony, Kudankulam. According to several claims, the residential complex of the Kudankulam nuclear power project has a Russian colony, where Indians are not allowed inside. This colony accommodates many Russian citizens working for the power project, and is self-sustaining with houses, hotels and club houses. The 3rd one is foreigners only beaches in Goa. Various owners of beaches in Goa and restaurants only prefer foreign tourists over Indian people. Some of the beaches and shacks in Goa are reported to stop Indian citizens from entering the premises. An ultra-popular shack named Withheld at Arambol Beach does not rent out its rooms to Indians at all because they are perennial lechis. Second is Uno Inn Hotel in Bangalore. Hotel is situated on Langford Cross Road in Shantinagar, a strictly Japanese-only hotel. Indians are not allowed to enter the premises, especially at the rooftop restaurant. They are specially placed to serve Japanese delegates and business-based and other travelers. The irony is hotel is owned by an Indian. However, the hotel is now shut down by the Greater Bangalore City Corporation on charges of racial discrimination. Number 1. Free Kasol Cafe in Kasol. It is an Israeli cafe which is situated in Himachal Pradesh. Contrary to its name, this cafe in Kasol discriminates against people who hold an Indian passport. Kasol has always been a place where travelers could unwind in its laid-back ambience. But just maybe not all the people there believe in the same idea. There were speculations that this incident was a complete misunderstanding and that the whole story was the rumor mill's doing. This cafe in Kasol, Himachal Pradesh shot to fame in mid-2015 when the owner of the place refused to serve an Indian woman while welcoming only the Israelis. Number 1. Free Kasol Cafe in Kasol. Thanks for watching the video.